All right. Our next Patreon request comes from Mount Vernon Kid, aka Chris. How you doing, brother? And Chris's Patreon request is basically making my own Green Lantern. So yeah, that's going to be fun. I figured this would be a fun Patreon request to do since everyone's mind is still on lanterns. And yeah. Anyway, as always, if you guys would like to have a Patreon request done, just hit the link in the description box below. Head on over to my Patreon, hit the second tier. That'll allow you access to do so. But other than that, let's get started with the video. So like I said, we're basically creating a Green Lantern character from scratch. Like, that's our whole thing, a human Green Lantern. Because we totally don't have enough of those in comics. So yeah. So basically for this Patreon, for this one, I really had to rack my brain over as to which what was I going to say? How to do this. So I would say, are we going to do a male or female Green Lantern? We're going to do a guy. That came out wrong. But for this, we're going to have a human Green Lantern, human male Green Lantern, but where is he going to be from? Like, what country, what ethnicity, are we going to have this lantern be? That's going to be another big question. I was kind of thinking Japan. Like, we're going to have this guy come from Japan, and I got a specific backstory for him. And we're not going to do the basic thing of naming his name Hiro. I am so sick of that, by the way. Every Japanese hero character in American comics is named Hiro. Get it? Because he's a hero. That is so unnecessary. There are other Japanese names outside of Hiro. Okay? Like, can we just do there are other Japanese names. I get it. You don't want to pronounce it, and you're so clever. Get it? Hiro. Because he's a hero. So, and I suck at Japanese names too, but I am gonna name the name we're gonna go with is. The name we're going to go with this name is Kentaro Kurosawa, named after Akira Kurosawa, one of my favorite directors. So Kentaro, I know, another basic Japanese name, but it's better than Hiro. So Kentaro here is a product of Japanese society, in that dude doesn't really have much to look for in life. And I'm sorry to say that's kind of what it is that in here, Kentaro is your work all day, doesn't really have a social life, and goes home, goes to work, goes home, goes to work, and sometimes he'll go on sometimes he'll just watch TV and things like that and eat, but he's always had this drive to be better. Like, he's always had this this will to overcome his life. Like, he is bound by these societal standards, and it's really just driving him nuts. So Kentaro one day does get a Green Lantern ring, and how he gets a Green Lantern ring is his Green Lantern ring, and how he gets it is from what happens is, while he's on his way home from work, he encounters a young couple being bullied by the Yakuza, and he steps in. And keep in mind, Kentaro's not a fighter. He's not some great warrior or secret badass or something. No, he's just a dude. And in a moment, he's terrified. He wants to run or tell the police or just not get involved. But he overcomes that fear and steps in and actually fights the Yakuza members. And it's in that moment of overcoming his own personal fears that a Green Lantern ring finds him and puts itself on his finger. So that's how we get Kentaro as a Green Lantern, is that he doesn't have some great moment of encountering some special thing, or he's oh, you've always been destined to be a Green Lantern and whatnot. No, It's his own personal fears and societal norms of like ignoring things, and he basically overcomes it. He overcomes his own societal and own personal fears in that moment to save someone else. So that's how he gets the ring. So we get a Green Lantern from Japan. Now, I'm also not going to do the whole thing of like, oh, so he's like a big anime comic book, I mean, a big anime and manga fan. So all of his constructs are like manga or kaiju or something. No, this dude is literally like the opposite of what every American comic book writer thinks of when they think of Japan. This guy is he just does he's an accountant. He doesn't have first off, he doesn't have the best imagination, so he would be the definition of rookie. Not only that, Kintaro is he would be in his 30s. Like, he's not some young buck like Hal or Kyle or anyone else for that matter. He is quite literally oh, I don't really have much of it's basically like how Jon Stewart in Justice League Unlimited, where he's just making bubbles and laser beams, and sometimes he'll make constructs. So he'd have to go to another Green Lantern to be like, hey, I kind of suck at this. Yeah, that's the other thing he'd have to overcome, is that he's not good. He doesn't have a big imagination. I don't think we get enough Green Lanterns who get the ring because of those reasons, but also they just lack an imagination. They can't there's I would even have him. Oh, I can't remember what it's called, but there's a actual thing that some people have where they can't really imagine anything. It's some kind. It's not a disease. It's like a actual thing for some people where they can't envision things in their head, or they don't really have an imagination. So this is so Kintaro is that. He's basically a dude who he got the ring because of his own, through his willpower, but he just now is he's making those basic constructs. And I would even have even his costume is very basic design, and I would even have Guy look, he's is that it? That's your costume? All right. And I think also when he's making when they tell him to make constructs, he's I can't really think of anything. And he's can you make a dog? And he just makes a little poodle, and the guy's just Jesus Christ, kid. He's I'm in my 30s. He's oh, it's even worse. So there you go. That's Kintaro Kurosawa. There's my Green Lantern for all of you. But you guys tell me in the comments below, what Green Lantern would you make for Earth? What would be your human Green Lantern? Where would they come from? What would their backstory be? And how would they get the ring? Just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope y'all enjoyed this. Chris, thank you once again for the Patreon request, as well as continued patronage. Other than that, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.